Hi everyone, a big boom to our Indian educational system. It's the beginning of a new era of educational system, putting more emphasis on the practical knowledge, not just cramming. So here's the most awaited reform in the educational sector. That is the National Education Policy 2020. The future of education. मोदी गवर्नमेंट जिन्हें उनके चेंजेस के लिए जाना जाता है, तो वो एक चेंज लेके आए हैं हमारी एजुकेशनल सिस्टम में. इसका उन्होंने पॉलिसी को नाम दिया है नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020, जिसको एक्सपेक्ट किया जा रहा है जो पुराने इंडियन एजुकेशनल सिस्टम को चेंज कर देगा. सबसे पहला चेंज है उन्होंने MHRD मिनिस्ट्री का नाम चेंज करके एजुकेशन मिनिस्ट्री रखा है. अब इस पॉलिसी का मेन फीचर क्या है? तो अब जो हमारी एजुकेशन मिनिस्ट्री काम करेगी वो ये देखेगी कि स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो मोर होलिस्टिक स्किल ओरिएंटेड तरीके से काम करे, ना कि सिर्फ रोट लर्निंग पे, जिससे उनका एक ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट हो. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इट हैज अ फोकस ऑन इज द रिडक्शन इन करिकुलम. इसका मतलब ये है कि वो आप सिर्फ कोर कॉन्सेप्ट्स पे ध्यान देंगे, जो मेन टॉपिक्स है उन पे ध्यान देंगे. अब वो कैसे काम करेंगे? उन्होंने सिलेबस में कम कर दिया. उन्होंने बच्चों को सोचने में काम किया कि तुम खुद से rather than rote learning से अपना दिमाग चला के काम करो. क्लासेस को इंटरैक्टिव बनाया and having an experimental approach of learning. So let's begin with the school education. अब school education में क्या क्या changes आए हैं? So the first thing is the basic education for all. अब नेशनल मिशन बनाया है कि सबसे ज्यादा लिटरेसी रेट बढ़ाने का, तो उसके लिए सबसे बेसिक चीज है कि सबके पास एजुकेशन पहुंचे. तो सबसे मेन टॉपिक जो है बेसिक एजुकेशन फॉर ऑल, वेदर दे आर फीमेल्स, मेल्स और द ट्रांसजेंडर्स, एवरीवन हैज अ राइट टू एजुकेशन. नेक्स्ट इज बी रूटेड विद योर कल्चर. अर्ली चाइल्डहुड केयर एंड एजुकेशन. इसमें ये बात की जा रही है कि अब से पढ़ाई जो होगी ना, वो सिर्फ इंग्लिश या हिंदी लैंग्वेज से तक सीमित नहीं है. आप अपने रीजनल लैंग्वेज में पढ़ सकते हैं, अपनी मदर टंग के साथ कनेक्टेड रह सकते हैं, तो अपने कल्चर के साथ हम जुड़े रहेंगे. एंड नेक्स्ट इज द प्रमोटिंग मल्टीलिंग्विज्म. हाई क्वालिटी टेक्स्ट बुक्स विल बी मेड अवेलेबल इन द होम लैंग्वेजेस और द मदर टंग. मतलब आपको आपकी लैंग्वेज में, दैट इज योर ओन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इज योर लैंग्वेज. तो उससे आप टच में रहे, आप उस लैंग्वेज के साथ टच में रहे, तो आपकी पढ़ाई भी उस लैंग्वेज के साथ होगी. The policy also advises the use of mother tongue, regional language, local language as a medium of instruction until the class 5. Class 5 तक आप अपनी मदर टंग के साथ जुड़े रहेंगे. उसके आगे भी मतलब इन द टेक्स्ट बुक की फॉर्म में भी आप अपने मदर टंग के साथ जुड़े रहेंगे, जो कि आज के टाइम में भी कुछ स्कूल फॉलो कर रही है ऑलरेडी. सो द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज 3 लैंग्वेज फॉर्मूला. अब हर एक स्टूडेंट को 3 लैंग्वेजेस पे फोकस करना होगा. 3 लैंग्वेजेस पढ़ाई जाएंगी, जिसमें से उनके पास कंपल्शन है कि वो 2 लैंग्वेजेस जो हो वो इंडियन हो, और जो थर्ड लैंग्वेज है वो आप इंडियन भी रख सकते हैं और फॉरेन भी रख सकते हैं. So the next most important thing is the burden on children. So it emphasizes on the reducing the burden on the children, making the bagless days in the schools, having a digitalization approach towards education, gender inclusion fund to provide an equitable quality education for all the girls as well as the transgender students. State and union territories will have a group or rationalized schools into the schools complexes by the 2025. And there will be a reduction in curriculum and limiting it to the core concepts only. So the earlier हम जानते थे 10 plus 2 formula. So here's the new formula, that is the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 formula. It means that the children from the preschool to the classes 1 and 2 will be at the part of foundational learning school. The next is the class 3 to 5 will be a part of preparatory school, and the classes 6 to 8 will be a part of middle school, and 9 to 12 will be considered as a secondary school. So this is our new formula, that is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Next is the flexibility of choosing subjects. Earlier, we were restricted towards whether you want to take a science, commerce, or arts or humanities. Now the students can make their own combinations. That is, a science student can also have the subjects of arts. So there is a multidisciplinary education in terms of flexibility of subjects. So the students are free to make their own combination of their favorite subjects. A brand new report card. Report card will be a comprehensive reports on skills and capabilities instead of just marks and statements. So the new report card will show more grades over other than academics. There will be a more flexibility in the report card. It will show the skills and capabilities of students, what a student can do other than just academics. The policy states there will be no hard separation among the curricular, extracurricular, or co-curricular, or between vocational and academic streams. We suggest that extracurricular activities like sketching, painting, etc. maybe have a bearing on one's report card. So this will be the new brand report card, which will give an emphasis on the students' extra activities in which they are fond of. Bye-bye rote learning. Let's give bye to the Ratudodas. Apart from this, the policy also aims at reducing the emphasis on board exams and making them easier. Board exams will be redesigned to make them easier in the sense that will test the primary core capacities or the competencies rather than months of coaching and memorization, the policy states. Students, the policy adds will be allowed to take the exams on up to 2 occasions, that is the one main exam and other for the improvement if desired. अगर आप स्टूडेंट को मेन एग्जाम के बाद अपना इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए पेपर देना है तो वो भी दे सकते हैं. They are free to give improvement papers now. Board exams in schools will be a low stakes and they test actual knowledge of students instead of rote learning. अब main focus जो है ना उनकी practical thinking पे की जाएगा, ना कि rote learning पे. So this is the change we need. This is the need of our. So let's welcome the Parag. It proposes the National Assessment Center. It's the full form of the Parag is Performance, Assessment, Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, to be set up as a standard setting body for setting norms, standards and the guidelines for the students' assessment and evaluation for all the recognized schools and boards. Now it comes for the higher education. So it has a major change in the degree program. One of the main developments in higher education is the comeback of 4-year undergraduate program in colleges, which was first introduced in Delhi University by former Vice Chancellor Dinesh Singh in 2013, but subsequently discontinued. It's a new form. The 4-year program appears more structured. It allows colleges a choice between the current 3-year undergraduate programs or a 4-year undergraduate program. The new education policy also offers multiple exit options to the students. Now a student can drop at any year if they want. So here's what does a multi-exit programs means. So if you drop out after a 1 year, the students will get a certificate. And if they drop out after 2 years, it will be known as an advanced diploma. After 3 years, it will be considered as a bachelor's degree. And after 4 years, it will be known as bachelor's degree with research. Discontinuation of MPhil. So now the students can directly pursue for the PhD after completion of 4-year degree programs. So the minimum earlier it was done by the MPhil qualification, now it has been removed. Now the ABC of learning. It's not A for apple, B for ball or C for cat. It's the academic bank of credit which will be established, which would be digitally stored the academic credits earned from the various recognized HEIs so that the degrees from the HEI can be awarded taking into account credits earned. For instance, now if a student cover a topic related to his or her degree, like we have a bank account which will store your money, here's the academic bank which will store your knowledge credits. An academic bank of credit will be set up to enable digital storage of credits earned from the different HEIs, which can also be transformed and counted as a part of the final degree. So it's the credit score of your education. Next is the multidisciplinary institutions. So our government is having a more emphasis on the multidisciplinary institutions which are going to be set up in every district by 2020. So it's the target by 2040, all higher education institutions shall aim to become multidisciplinary institution, and each of will aim to have 3,000 or more students. The aim will be to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education, including the vocational education, from a 26.3% to 50%, which is a major percent. Multidisciplinary means that an institution will have to teach art, science, social science, basically everything under one roof. That's what the students want. Single stream institution will fade out, and by 2040, all institutes will aim to become a multidisciplinary, it states. Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation to be established. Music, arts, and literature to be taught in all colleges. So it's making if they are including the entertainment and education together, which will have a great impact on the students. Department in languages, literature, music, philosophy, Indology, arts, dance, theater, education, mathematics, statistics, pure and applied sciences, sociology, economics, sports, translation and interpretation, etc. will be established and strengthened at all education institutes. So here's the changing approach of teacher education. Teacher education will gradually be moved into a multidisciplinary college and universities by 2030. So we are going to have a very digitalized education by the end of the years. A single regulator for higher education system. The new education policy also does away the multiple regulators like the University Grants Commission and the All India Council of Technical Education and the National Council of Teacher Education. All these will be replaced by a single regulator. अब कोई UGC नहीं, AICTE नहीं, NCTE नहीं, अब एक single regulator काम करेगा as educational body. All higher education institutes except the legal and medical colleges will be governed by this single regulator. जिसको exceptions मिली हैं वो है legal and the medical colleges. Common norms for all, and there will be a set of rules which has to be followed by everyone. So the common norms will be in the place for the private and public higher education institutions by the Higher Education Commission of India. It will also cap fees charged by the education system and fee fixation for the private and public universities. So there will be a more major eye over the fee system. Internationalization of education. जो बच्चे हैं वो foreign institutes की तरफ ज़्यादा attract होते हैं towards the foreign universities. So in India, you will get a chance to have a knowledge which is being provided by the international institutes. Foreign institutes or the universities are going to set up campuses in India too. Under the new education policy, the world's top 100 foreign universities will be facilitated to operate in India through a new law. According to the HRD ministry document listing silent features of the policy, such foreign university will be given special dispensation regarding the regularity, governance and the content norms on par with the other autonomous institutions of India. तो अब कोई भी foreign university India में setup हो सकती है under a new law, और अब students को benefit मिलेगा to have a knowledge which is being provided in the foreign universities at being living in India. They don't have to go abroad. Internationalization of education allow entry of foreign universities, students, and faculty mobility. So it will enhance the mobility of students and the teachers across the country. Next, how does a recruitment of teachers will be done? It would be through a transparent, robust process, which will include motivated, energized, and capable faculty, recruitment based on merit, that is academic, teaching, research, and public services. So this is how the recruitment will be done in future. Now there will be a common entrance exam for the universities and higher education institutions. अब सबको एक ही एग्जाम देना है अपने हायर एजुकेशन के लिए. The next is the NETF, that is the National Education Technology Forum. Here the e-courses will be developed in regional languages. अब जैसे कोई भी स्टूडेंट्स है जिनको मदर टंग से ज्यादा अटैच्ड हैं and they are more familiar with the mother tongue rather than the other languages or the standard languages, they have a benefit of this, that the courses will be available in the regional languages. Next is the college accreditation. There are over 45,000 affiliated colleges in our country. Under graded autonomy, academic, administrative, and financial autonomy will be given to the colleges on the basis of status of their accreditations. अब college को financial support, academic support, जिस तरह का support उनको चाहिए, it will be provided to make a better education system in India. 3 categories of universities, that is the research intensive, teaching intensive, and autonomous degree granting colleges. अब college को 3 parts में divide कर दिया जाएगा, that is the research intensive, teaching intensive, and the autonomous degree granting colleges. So here's the vocational courses. What are vocational courses? These are the other courses other than the academic. So here comes the idea of Lok Vidya. The vocational degrees introduced in 2013 will continue to exist, but vocational courses will also be available to the students enrolled in all other bachelor degree programs, including the 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor's program. Lok Vidya, that is important vocational knowledge developed in India, will be made accessible to students through integration into vocational education courses. अब students को academic के साथ एक extra course भी सिखाया जाएगा जिनकी मर्जी हो, so they have a better skills and there will be a skill-oriented youth. So अब vocational courses को mainstream course का भी part बनाया जाएगा. Vocational education will be integrated into all schools and higher education institutions in a phased manner over the next decade. By 2025, at least 50% of the learners through the school and the higher education system shall have exposure to the vocational education, for which a clear action plan with targets and timelines will be developed. So this was the end of New Education Policy 2020. I hope कि आपको changes समझ आए हो, जो हमने नए updates आए हैं वो आपको समझ आए, जो नई policies, जो नए reforms आए हैं समझ आ गए हो. That's all for today. Thank you guys. Do hit like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any doubt, you can comment below. And stay tuned and stay safe with Odd-Partikle. Thank you.